or 28 years of existence, we were operating in silos. But now with the Nairobi Community of Practice, it has changed our perspective in terms of how we view our work. Now we embrace more partnership, more collaboration with other organizations because there's power in numbers. Towards the end of 2022 and early 2023, we were invited for a training by our partner KCDF, and at that time they were just sensitizing organization on the importance of community of practice. And as a way forward from that training, for us, we saw the need to bring different institutions working in Nairobi County together into a community of practice for a number of reasons.
KCDF convened grassroots organization to capacity build them on aspects of local resource mobilization. Members that had been trained from the KCDF local resource mobilization were the ones who were brought together to start the Nairobi Community of Practice.
The focus of the COPs is to ensure that the citizen is plugged, is able to engage, and where they are not able to engage, they are supported to be able to present themselves in a way that shifts how decisions are made in that particular county.
Nairobi Community of Practice has more than 40 members, which is comprised of both public benefit organizations and also community-based organizations. We work jointly to address some common challenges that youth are facing within these particular thematic areas. Forming a community of practice with Nairobi has enabled different institutions of youth-led organizations working on the same issues around youth to be able to have a unified voice.
We ensure that we went to the grassroots, we identified the community organizations that we are partnering with. And by community organizations, actually mean organizations that are rooted in the communities that we are implementing this particular program.
COP was to be a platform for us to learn from each other, a platform for resource mobilization to support the amazing work that these different institutions within Nairobi County are undertaking.
Nairobi Community of Practice, up to this day, it is one of those satori moments. I have a friend in youth gender. We've been sharing with him the struggles that we had. Then they felt that there is this Nairobi Community of Practice that we feel will really work well with Remnants Foundation. The first meeting I had, since that day, we have never looked back.
In terms of advocacy, we've had a number of milestones. In terms of budget processes influence, we have been able to convene a number of trainings and capacity building sessions, especially for the members. We intend to build the capacities of these institutions to engage in these processes effectively.
One of the key results that we've seen has been particular increments in budgeting for issues that were aligned with what the COPs were pushing for. A good example is the Kakamega County that got a significant increment in the budget by the county for reproductive health because they were seeing a lot of teen pregnancies.
The COP anchor organization, which was Youth Agenda, started motivating us to now go back to the community and go back and be part and parcel of the public participation that are happening within our communities.
We've been able to see transformation right at the community level. We've seen communities that have been able to engage county governments on key issues that are affecting the communities.
We were able to convince stakeholder forums to consolidate views of the National Youth Bill 2024. We had a forum, did a memo, and also submitted it to relevant authorities.
We came together, reviewed the bill, and we were able to make submissions to the State Department for Youth. And as a result of that, the bill, as we speak, has never been tabled to Parliament because there are a number of issues we had raised concerns about them.
Bonganas is basically a platform where we invite youth and also duty bearers from the government offices to sit down and dialogue on key issues. Been able to convince Bonganasi dialogue. It had a representation of over 100 youth.
COP, by the way, we were able to do Bonganasi dialogue, which was very amazing. That was a very awakening moment. We were also able to attend people's dialogue, which
Nairobi Community of Practice, they've offered us trainings on how to raise funds. So those trainings helped us to come from just being a small organization to now having a voice in the society. And that has been a good journey for us, and really appreciate Nairobi Community of Practice.
Despite our achievements as a community of practice, we've had a number of challenges. The issue of limited commitment from the members. And also the issue of having or coordinating a number of diverse organizations within a network. But through our capacity building trainings, we have been able to influence that mindset shift, and that has contributed, especially in terms of our output as a community of practice.
Remnants Foundation would like to encourage and to thank our partners for partnering with us, for providing us with the necessary resources to run all along. And we would like them to continue partnering with us.
We look forward to seeing the COP creating a bigger movement, other more grassroots organizations joining in and helping us in creating greater advocacy.
For us as KCDF, we are still invested in this work. We hope to see more communities of practice grow across the country in Kenya, in different counties, monitoring and evaluation from the lens of communities, because we feel that that will strongly deepen our work around community-led development.
I think it's a game changer in the space. It's something that I would recommend or encourage other civil society organizations out there to embrace going forward.
We believe that we can change our society and also bring the necessary change, the change that we want.